Hello and welcome to this edition of Diaspora Central Spotlight. With me today I have a lady that can definitely light your shoes on fire because she can dance. Aside from that, she also has vocals, can definitely have you sit down and appreciate the angelic voice. And she's got a stage presence that is definitely a killer. We call her a triple threat. You can call her Jodeci. Jodeci, welcome to Diaspora Central Spotlight.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Listen, I'm always happy to see you. That's definitely one of those things.
Awesome. I'm happy to see you too.
Yeah, likewise. You know, before we even get started, I'm gonna tell us a quick story just to so that you can kind of understand the level of respect that I have for you and for your talent. Okay. I don't know if you remember the first time you came to meet with us at Exposure Entertainment at the time. You were not feeling well, right?
No,
Yeah.
I had a cold.
Right. You had a cold. You were really under the weather. And in all honesty, as we were sitting down and we were meeting, we were like wondering, okay, this is going to be the meeting. Eventually, she's going to come back and probably show us what she can do. Mm-hmm. But you blew our minds when you stood up and you definitely performed for us as if you were doing a show. At that point, yeah, at that point in time, trust you and me, you left such a mark on all of us that were at that meeting in which we knew that, you know what, listen, this is a level of professionalism that you cannot be taught. You either have it or you don't.
That means so much. I worked my whole life for that, and even then, I think I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah, you were still
I was taking it that seriously.
Yeah,
then
indeed,
well.
Indeed. You were still in high school then, and you were already killing it. I mean, honestly, and to me, that instilled in me a level of respect for you that, in all honesty, very few can top or very few can take away, because I know that when it comes to professionalism, you definitely deliver.
That means so much.
Indeed.
And I worked really hard for that. So that's awesome that I can make that impression that young.
Indeed. Now, how is Jodeci? How has Jodeci been? Long time.
It's been a while since I've gotten to talk to you, but I've been doing well. I've been working, performing, singing, and dancing.
Yeah,
since then.
Yeah, we have followed you. We like I said, we follow the people that we respect. So, and that's part of the reason why we could not start this season and not have you here, because it just would not show the level of respect that I think that some of the creators, some of the performers of our cities deserve, because you are definitely a pioneer, and I consider you a pioneer because you are one of those very few triple threats. To be honest with you, coming from DC, I think after Maya, I haven't seen someone doing what you're doing, and that's real talk. I mean, I followed Maya from the beginning, from the days in which she was just as a matter of fact from the days of the showcases, right?
Yes.
So, and that's why I'm saying that it's like, I mean, after her, very few people did that, and then you came in and you have been doing exactly the same thing, a true triple threat. I mean, someone that can actually step in and fulfill all those roles without much of a problem. Now,
I love Maya. That means a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's the truth. That's definitely the truth. Now, you are from Virginia, right?
I am.
Yeah. What high school did you go to?
I went to Fairfax High School, and then I went to Battlefield High School. So I moved about halfway through my high school career.
Okay. And of course, so you graduated from Battlefield. Okay. And after that, you basically went in and you got yourself into entertainment.
Yep, right. I was already making music, you know, when I met you, and I decided to just keep on with that career.
Indeed.
And that's what I did. I didn't choose the college route. I chose the entertainment route.
Yeah, and that is your calling. There are people who are called to do specific things. Now, at what point in your life did you realize that you were an entertainer?
When I was 6 years old. So I started dancing when I was 6. And I realized I loved it. Before then, I was already making up dances and stuff with my friends. And then around the age of like 13, I realized that dance wasn't probably going to take me as far as I wanted to go. And that's when I started to pursue music.
Right. Now, anyone that inspired you? Who was your biggest inspiration?
My top inspirations are Tina Turner and Beyonce.
Wow.
They're both like such powerful, performers and women, and they've inspired me since I was a little girl.
That's interesting, and I'm gonna tell you why that's interesting. That's interesting because body wise, it's like when you're performing, that is who you remind us of. It's like the way it's like it's interesting, right? Because that's what kind of comes through our minds as we watching you perform, and all of a sudden you definitely have the Tina Turner energy and level of performance in you.
Oh, that's so awesome. I adore her. I adore her.
Right. Yeah, you definitely do that. So you definitely have a couple of records to your name, plenty of receipts out there. People say that, hey, if you type somebody's name on the website and on Google, right? Let's use Google as an example. Hopefully they'll sponsor us also. If you type someone's name on Google and you don't get anything, there are no receipts, then that person is no one. That's not the case with you. And currently you have a song that you're actually promoting. Right?
I do. I have a whole EP that I'm promoting.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about that EP. But before we talk a little bit about that EP, let's show one of your videos, and then let's come back and talk about that EP. Okay. So so set up the video that you want to show to us.
Okay. Yeah. So the video that you're gonna see first is GLAD, and it's my live performance video.
Okay.
I was during quarantine not able to make a visual like I wanted to, and I thought it would be a cool way to show people how I perform live.
Okay.
Because we're not able to see live shows.
Right.
So it's a live performance of my latest single, GLAD.
All right, so let's go into this quick break and check out Jodeci on GLAD right here on Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles. So be right back.
You peeping that I'm doing good now. I'm drinking my water, minding my business like I should. Face on one, body on blue, left on wrist good. Hurt too damn bad, you a whole damn fool now. I ain't never tried to flex on you, I just do. You should probably stop hitting my line and never go through. I took all your wishes and I made them come true. But just like that, all of this it went poo. Yeah. I gave you everything. You ruined everything. I'm glad that you did. Would I look like losing over you? Looking crazy ain't never been the move. I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did. Would I look like losing over you? Looking stupid ain't never been the move. I'm glad that you did. Ooh, no. I feel sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry for you. No. This is easy, it ain't rocket science for me. I'm
Alright, and we are back. This is Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles, and my guest today is Jodeci, and you just finished watching GLAD. Jodeci, tell us a little bit about GLAD. Who produced that song and who wrote it, and give us a little bit of history on it.
Okay, so the song is produced by two amazing producers, Sharif Emmanuel, he goes by Reef in the Water, and Keenan, who goes by KO Sings.
Okay.
And the track is actually written by me. So on this project, I wrote all of the music.
Right.
It's very near and dear.
Oh wow! So you got Keenan on this record.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, Keenan.
Right. Oh yeah. Keenan is part of Exposure Entertainment.
Yes. So Keenan. Yes. So Keenan and Sharif work together to produce it. Yeah, no, that's real legacy right there. Because with Keenan, you dealing with the same bloodline as Jay Holiday. Yes.
Yeah, that's that bloodline right there, right?
Real talent.
Yeah, that's that bloodline right there. Now, one of the challenges that a lot of our artists currently experiencing, of course, is the with COVID, is the fact that, hey, they are unable to perform. How are you coping with some of those challenges?
It's really sad because honestly, I feel like where I come alive as an artist is on the stage.
Okay.
So, we are all having to kind of cope and find these other ways to do virtual performances.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I had the idea, no one was doing it. And so it's really cool to see the industry also taking the same route, because it's the only way that we can share our art with people and kind of give people that live feel, which is what everybody loves. Everyone wants to go see a show live.
Indeed. Now you actually you are triple threat. So and people say that, hey, there are actually other probably income streams that you can definitely tap into, dancing, the dance classes and things of that sort. Have you gone and diversified your portfolio to make sure that all those streams are now kind of working? Because one thing is for sure, this pandemic has taught us to become disciplined, right? And to take advantage of every small resource that we have available to us.
Yes.
Have you been able to do some of those things on your end?
Yeah, because I still teach dance and I'm in dance companies, it's easy to reach young people.
Right.
So in those classes, I'm able to promote myself, and they support me because they love me. So it's great. Even before the pandemic, I was traveling a lot to other countries, and it would be a great way to not only teach dance, but talk to people about my music.
Right.
So I've definitely been able to kind of reach out in different ways and promote myself through these other fields that I work in.
Now, right. And one of the things that is important that we should not forget is the fact that you have the ability, and you have been empowering a lot of young women, because as you know, you are an African American woman in an industry that is primarily sometimes driven by other races and other genders. But you are definitely doing one thing, which is by being part of dance companies, you normally reach younger children. So a bit of advice that you could give to someone who was probably listening to this program and they were trying to get into it, what would you tell them?
You're trying to get into music or dance, whatever the industry is, I would just say go for it and be shameless about it.
Right.
I spent a lot of time worried about what other people would think about me or if I was good enough, but really that's time wasted. If you have something to share and it's in you, there's somebody in the world who needs it and needs to hear it. So I would say just go for it. And now we have social media.
Right.
So it's so easy to share your art and your love for your art, just put it up there. Somebody's looking for you.
Right. Indeed. Now let's talk a little bit about that EP of yours that you got going on. Okay. How many songs are there on the EP?
There are 5 songs on the EP.
Okay.
Came out last Friday, December 11th. And it's really been a labor of love. It took me about a year because of COVID.
Okay.
I wasn't able to get in the studio. I think I had like 1 song to finish. So it was so sad at the time. So it took about a year, but I'm really, really proud. It's been a labor of love, and it's probably the most personal and honest music I've ever made.
So one of the most personal and honest bodies of work that you're putting out there. A lot about you on it?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit more personal, showing different sides of myself.
Okay.
And I feel like it's a letter from me to
the world.
To the world.
Because you know that you have a lot of fans, and I gotta start asking the questions that I know that those fans want to hear. Is Jodeci still single?
Oh, Gil, you're gonna do it to me.
I'm gonna do it to you. I have to. These guys hold me accountable for that kind of stuff. If I don't ask, they get mad because they want to shoot their shot, and I gotta give I gotta give them the opportunity for them to be able to do so.
I am single.
There you go.
I am just working. I'm in a relationship with my work currently.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, fellas. So she's in a relationship with her work. So if you gotta get with her, you better be in a relationship with yours.
Right.
Yeah, she's not about a job. She's about a career.
Exactly.
And she's got a lot of good people around her. And let's talk very quickly a little bit about the influences and the family structure around you. Because when I met you, one of the most amazing things that was going on is that your mom was your manager. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about the importance of having good people that you trust around you in order to move your career forward.
So my mom is still my manager,
Okay.
and it's the best thing for me because she wants the best for me. She's always looking out for me. And anybody around me has to have that positive, energy.
Right.
So the team right now is very small because I care about the people who are around me. And I think that it is really important.
Indeed.
It is really important. And it really can decide, how far you go.
Right. Now, one of the cool things about I'm gonna say your mom's name, Tuana,
Yes.
right? One of the cool things about Tuana is that she definitely makes sure that your interest is the first thing on the agenda on whatever is going to happen, regardless of what it is. Now, I'm gonna tell you something real funny. Remember Joe Powell?
Of course, I remember Joe Powell.
Joe and I were just here in Houston because Joe is in Houston now also.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. That's awesome. Hey Joe.
Yeah, I just interviewed Joe not that long ago. So
Awesome.
yeah, we have a lot of good work done that eventually
Yes,
at some
we
point
do,
we
with
probably
great
need to
people.
revisit and do something with it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but today is primarily about you and about what you're doing right now. So I want to go into another quick break. We don't have much time left, so I want to go into another quick break in which you can showcase anything else of yours. What do you want to showcase?
I want to share with you guys my brand new music video for Good Girl.
All right, so let's go into Good Girl by Jodeci right here on Diaspora Central with Gil Ingles. We'll be right back.
How could a good girl be so bad? I'm feeling cocky and in my bed. I hate to brag, I'm gonna make my mama mad. I'ma whine it, I'ma pop it, I'ma drop it right now. I was wanting so good, he had to catch his breath. I'ma make you wanna put all your dollars in my account. Took all this cash and spent it on myself. I'ma whine it, I'ma pop it, I'ma drop it right now. Whine, whine, whine. If you're happy and you know it, better show it right now. If you're happy and you know it, about to sweat it up. I'ma undress, I got you pressed, I'ma impress ya. Baby say less, shoot me a text, I got you next up. I'm feeling drilled, this ain't a drill, I need you to step up. Cause I know what you think. How could a good girl be so bad? I'm feeling naughty and in my bed. I hate to brag, I'm gonna make my mama mad. How could a good girl be so bad? I'm feeling cocky and in my bed. I hate to brag, I'm gonna make my mama mad. I hate to brag.
And we are back. If you have just joined us, you are watching Diaspora Central. And my guest today is Jodeci, one of the greatest things that VA, Fairfax, has to offer. Are you still in Fairfax County?
I live in Arlington now.
You're in
so
Arlington.
right
No,
now I'm in DC.
you definitely one of the hardest things that DMV has to offer. And although we run this operation from Houston, Texas, the DMV is still home to us. So we definitely always willing to share the great things that the rest of the U.S. has to share. Now, we're talking about your EP. We just finished watching your video. Give us a little bit about that video. Who was the producer of the song?
So same producers as last time.
Okay.
Sharif and Keenan worked on this entire project with me.
Got you.
I also wrote this song and I shot this video in LA.
Okay.
It's directed by an awesome guy named Bruce Guido
Okay.
and produced and executively produced by me.
There you
So,
go.
Really, really fun.
Hey, when you already putting your name in as executive producer, you know that's big, right? That means you owning that content.
Yeah, you know, I have to have my hand in everything.
and that's what this business has to be like if you want to be successful at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Now, any shout outs that you would like to give?
I want to shout out the producers of this project. I'm so grateful for you guys,
Yeah.
Keenan and Sharif. Thank you so much for the work that you guys have done. I want to thank my fans and my supporters. Without you guys, honestly, I literally would be nowhere, but you guys have really loved and accepted me for me since day one. And I want to thank you, Gil, for having me here today. I'm so excited to be able to share this project with you and get to connect with you again. I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, no, from us, this is really what we are putting together this platform for. This platform is, in all honesty, to showcase diaspora talent, to showcase diaspora culture, and you are part of that. So we could not do that without showcasing you. Jodeci, thank you for accepting our invitation to be here and listen. Until next time, you take care of yourself and everyone around you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.